Hello, everybody, and welcome to Valley Phantoms today. First of two meetings, they finish the series tomorrow back in league. Mrazek had the last two and only allowed a goal. In net, Felix Sandstrom. We'll see him. And let's see how this goes. Last year when these two faced, the Marlies came back and won in a shootout. I believe it was 4-3. They escaped team in the league. Willie plays that ahead to Frost. Morgan Frost turns it over. Mark Michaelis to Dahlstrom right back into the Lehigh zone. Turns that over the other way. Michaelis chases back after it. Willie in the corner of his own zone. Having some trouble at the puck. It's not cooperating well. It gets to head to Rubstov. And the Phantoms get it out. Frost in the Marley zone, and Dahlstrom will carry it right back out, right back in, and right back out again. Dahlstrom back in the Lehigh zone. Marlies firing around. That's Anderson to the net. Trying to get that fancy move yet again. The Marlies have used it back-to-back games on the first shot on goal scoring in back-to-back games. Yeah, first shot on goal, back-to-back games. They have scored a goal, and here's a chance. Stopped by Hutchinson, loose at front, and he knocks that one aside too. Marlies turn the other way. Jeremy McKenna has some help, and he has help with Manel. Looks back to McKenna, fired off the outside of the net. Willie gets in there. Here's McKenna, looks back. McKenna looking to set up, shoots to the net, and that's stopped by Sandstrom. Knocks it down as it looked to hop over his shoulder, but he has it just before the halfway mark of the first. Marlies know what to do. They're coming off an 8-0 win against the Laval Rocket here 2 nights ago. Hallwell kick in it. McKenna to the net. Knocked down. It's loose. And Sandstrom on top of it again for the Phantoms. As we had mentioned, these two faced last year and went to a shootout here in Toronto. 4-3 Marlies would go on the win in comeback fashion. Clendenning to Forrester. He loses the puck to Hallwell. Has help Wincini. And a stop there. And I believe that's going to be a penalty. And it looks like it will be. And will the Marlies be getting a power play here? I think so. Interference. And yes, it looks no. No, we don't know what happened. Some kind of stoppage of play, but we don't understand why. They only showed the player. They didn't show anything. Nothing happened. And the play was stopped and the face-off came in the Lehigh zone. That wasn't really anything. Mayhew to Cates. Stopped by Hutchinson. Hallwell to Paka. Back ahead. That finds Rich Bloom. Bloom knocked off the puck. Has to get it back. Sushko. He's off it. Hallwell back to it. Fires it in. That goes in and around. Durgachitsev's there. Centers that across. Back to himself. And a penalty coming to the Marlies. Offensive penalty for interference. And after that no call back in the Lehigh zone, the Marlies get called and the fans don't appreciate it. Yeah. Draw one back by the Phantoms. York in. Can't get a shot. Bretzini pokes it ahead. He's the scoring leader, and he has it here. Short-handed. He's have it again. Here's Dusak. Looks. Waits. Drops that off. That got by. And here's Morgan Frost. Cini caught up to him in a hurry. Bretzini, league leader with 15 goals on the year. Here's Frost. Great block, Kivi Home. Marlies' defense has been a lot better this year as well. 5.5 to go in the period. Fired in. This goes around. Dusak has it. Joseph Dusak shoots off his stick. The Marlies try to get it back. York to Rubstov. And it does come out to Bunneman. He's turned back. That's played to Willie. Back ahead, finding Rubstov in the corner. And the Marlies get in there first. Now they dig for the puck. A shot stopped by Hutchinson. Loose in front. The pass came. And Hutchinson didn't have to make another save. 3 minutes to go in the period. Fired in. That finds Joey Anderson. Looks at the net. Shoots. Scores! Joey Anderson ties Bretzini for the league leader at 15. 1-0 Toronto. A big goal for Joey Anderson. And the Toronto Marlies have Joey Anderson tied with Bretzini for league leader at 15. Stopped by Hutchinson. He plays it out to Dahlstrom. Back to Rich Clune. Under 2 to go in this first period. That's fired around, and it'll find Kapaka. Looks to the net. Centers! And Clune there on the one time, but Sandstrom saw that by a mile. 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go in the opening period. The Marlies have the opening goal of the game against Lehigh this time around. Draw one back. The question is, will they have the 3-goal lead this time around that Lehigh had last time? York plays that to Sushko. And here's Mayhew, and here come the Phantoms. Clune has it back to Dargacic. Have 3 seconds to go in the period. Mayhew, one last shot, stopped by Hutchinson right before the buzzer. Marlies have a 1-0 lead to the first 20 minutes of play here tonight from the Coca-Cola Coliseum. Shots on goal in the hockey game, 5 aside, but it's 1-0 Marlies. Hits 6-3 Phantoms. Faceoffs 5-2 Phantoms. Power plays Lehigh 0 for 1. The Marlies haven't had any. Their penalty kill now is 66 for 71. And here we go. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight from the Coca-Cola Coliseum. The Marlies 1, the Phantoms 0 through the first 20 minutes of play. Joey Anderson the only goal, tying Cini for 15 goals for leader in the league. Here's Willie being chased in behind his goal by Somoa. Somoa listed as 3rd best in the league and on the Marlies. Yeah, Marlies have the top 3 scorers in the league right now. Bunneman in front, tried to center. Manel up to Somoa, and here comes Toronto. This Marlies team has been dangerous by a mile this year. And here's York, gave it away. Michaelis in front, tried to settle that down in tight quarters, could not. Frost, Anderson plays it back to his own zone. 4 minutes already gone here in the second period. Marlies 1, Phantom 0. Somoa fires it back into the Lehigh zone. That goes all the way around. McKenna will find it first. In behind, Michaelis helps out. Michaelis looks back in front. Centered off the boards, back to Chad Chris. He moves in. Chris in, shoots, right at the net. That's stopped by Sandstrom, just getting enough to hold on. Chris was winding up big time there, and it just slid wide of the post side. The Marlies tried to jam it in at the side of the goal. That didn't help or work, and Sandstrom just knew where that was going. Clune, back to Hallwell, centers that to Chris again. Fired that off the mark. And Chad Chris firing on all cylinders right now. Yeah, shooting every chance he gets. He's the one Marley who hasn't scored on this roster, I'm pretty sure. Chris plays it ahead to Rich Clune. Here's Clune for the Marlies, fires it down. That goes all the way around, and it'll find Willie, who's crushed on the play. Drop pass, Chris shoots. An easy save, it's right to the chest of Sandstrom. Just about to hit the halfway mark. Marlies 1, Phantom 0 from Coca-Cola Coliseum. Well, it has been a tight game. Yes, it's 1-0, and that's not a lot from your Toronto Marlies, but a lead goes far nowadays with this Marlies club, and that's what matters, if you have the lead at least, to move forward in a hockey game. Dargacic trying to center that back. That's turned over. York has it, and here come the Phantoms. Marlies and Lehigh tomorrow night. Cates can't get it to the goal. Then they take on the Providence Bruins in Providence, and then the Bruins come to Toronto. McKenna drops that off. Hallwell in there, can't get it to the net. And now Sushko. Well, the Hollow Knight as well may not be on the score sheet, we're finding out. Matt Caldwell. And now in the corner, Doug Free. Sushko to the net. Stopped. Loose. In front. Scores. It's Cates. And he answers back for Lehigh to tie the game at 1 with 6 to go here in the second period. Jackson Cates with his 4th of the year. We're going to slow down the shot. Beats Hutchinson right under that blocker side. Inside the left post. 1-1 game, and the fans go silent. Oh, Toronto's been a little bit quieter tonight than they have been usually. You see, usually high-scoring games tonight is not a high-scoring game, and now another penalty is going to come to the Marlies. Rubstov to Bunneman, can't get it to the goal. Marlies getting a little bit tired here, it looks like. Quindenning back to Rubstov. Sandin in front, stopped, and the penalty comes. Just under 4 to go in the period. 1-1 tie from Coca-Cola Coliseum between the Marlies and the Phantoms. Here's the face-off. 8-0 just 2 nights ago. The Marlies have had some hard fights the last few nights. And coming into this one today a little bit tired, and there's going to be another penalty on this play. Marlies are going to get called again, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Hits in the game are 12-4 for Lehigh. You can just tell the Marlies haven't been up to speed tonight as where they usually are. Draw. One back. Phantoms have it. Hogberg to the net. Hutchinson. And a great save. He plays it down. Wrong guy. Frost. He fired it off the mark. Here's Dusak, and it's still not out of the zone. Hogberg in front. Center just off the mark. Past Michael Hutchinson. Back in the corner. Back in front again. And Hutchinson's on that. And holds on. A minute to go in the 5-on-3. Well, we've seen the Marlies with a 5-on-3 goal this year. They came back to beat the Griffins in Grand Rapids. So 5-on-3 goals are available. Shot stopped by Hutchinson. They have it again to the net. That's kicked away as well. And here comes Somola. He'll turn, and that's not out. Mayhew. Manel. Back to Somola. Here they come on the 5-on-3 again. Somola shoots. And that's stopped. Loose at front. The Marlies try to settle it down. Sushko. And one man out of the box. In come the Phantoms. Great save. Hutchinson. Now Dahlstrom ahead to Kapaka out of the box. He'll race to it here. No icing. Dahlstrom there first. Drops it front. Somola. And that one scores. It was stopped. And they clean up the rebound to just get it over the line. Marlies back on top. Carl Dahlstrom with 42 seconds left in the period. 2-1. Carl Dahlstrom with a big one for the Toronto Marlies. That's Dahlstrom with his third of the year. Yeah, Dahlstrom a big step-up point. And here's Semyonov. Fires it to center. Willie with it back to Cates. Back to York, and now do it for two. So the Marlies gave up the equalizer. Phantoms couldn't combine on the 5-on-3 power play attempt. And moments later, the Marlies' Carl Dahlstrom puts Toronto back in front just before the end of the period. 2-1. The Marlies lead it through 40 against the Phantoms tonight here in Toronto. Marlies penalty kill now 69 for 74. They've done a great job in this game tonight. Going to the third period, the Phantoms outshoot the Marlies 14-9. But the Marlies lead it 2-1. Hits 13-4 Phantoms. Faceoffs 11-4 Phantoms. Power plays Lehigh 0 for 3. Marlies haven't had any. It's 2-1 Toronto after 2. Welcome into the third period. 1 period to go from another victory for the Toronto Marlies. And this one is not a cakewalk tonight. It's tight. 2-1 after 2. Draw one. Here's Joey Anderson. Has it. Drops that back. That finds Michaelis in the slot. But he turns it over to York, and back out come the Phantoms. That's turned over to Carl Dahlstrom. He has a goal tonight, the go-ahead for Toronto. And Dahlstrom gets the puck. It's not out, though. York to Butterman, and middle lane, he turns it over. Here comes Mark Michaelis. He'll go off to the races. Dangle side to side. Scores! It's in the net, and it's being waved off. I think they're going to say interference on this. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But let's see here again. Okay, the Dangle shot, kick, save. This is not a kicking motion. It bounces off the skate and goes in, and they're still going to call it no goal. Marlies fans boo loudly here, and they shake their heads. That one was a goal. Yeah, we reviewed it. We saw the camera even showed, and that's why the fans didn't agree. Here's a penalty, and someone thought he was scot-free there, but was not. Another power play coming to the Phantoms here in the third period. This will be their fourth of the night. The Marlies haven't even had one. Yeah, there's been a few calls that you could have called on the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in this game, and they haven't. They've let everything go, but the Marlies, they call everything. And that's why the Marlies have to be even more careful each game they come into, because each game you're going to be called no matter what you do. Stopped by Hutchinson. He settles it down, and the Marlies get it ahead and out. 4 gone in the third period. Still a lead in favor of Toronto, 2-1. Hogberg. He finds Sushko across the Sandine, and closed off. Mayhew has it back. Back to Sandine off his stick. Here's Jack Kapaka. 30 seconds left in the power play. He fires it down. This one gets the Kivihome short-handed. Tries to dig it free. Sandine will race down the right side. He's tripped, and another penalty's coming up. As that one comes to an end, they'll go to another power play. You can see the frustration of Kivihalme just trying to play the puck instead. He takes the man down, and penalty kill now 70 for 75 on the year. Lehigh going to yet another power play in this hockey game. Marlies just killed off their last one. 2-1 Toronto leading. It's been a tight affair here tonight from Coca-Cola Coliseum. This is the fifth power play of the night for the Phantoms. Marlies haven't even had one. Put him into the net. Can't get it there. Brett Seney. And here he comes for Toronto, the league leader. Seney looks, tries to settle it down. Rubstov gave it away, and Seney was there but couldn't get it past him. Now a chance. Morgan Frost in, shoots. That's blocked. They try to get it back on Hutchinson. That didn't work out. Joey Anderson here, firing it into the Lehigh zone. That goes around, and Manel's after the puck, but it comes out of the zone. Rubstov pleased to get it up to Brett Seney. He gave that away to Willie. Poked ahead by Brett Seney. Short-handed. The power play comes to an end here. Seney! And he fired it off. A leg in front. Rubstov. Bunneman. Back to it. League leaders tied at 15, and another penalty. Oh my. The penalty trouble here in the third period, but Toronto still somehow has the 2-1 lead in this hockey game. This will be the sixth power play of the night for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. The Marlies not even getting one. This is like a gift of a night to the Phantoms in Toronto, holding on by a thread. Draw one back, Susko, and he fired it wide. Back in the corner, Marlies. And thankfully, that's not going to be another penalty. Hogberg, he's closed off. Here's Mayhew in the zone. Mayhew, and Kivihalme could not get it out. Pass in front, stopped by Hutchinson. It just slides off the post. It hit him, his gear in front, and trickled off the post. Kapaka fires it back and around. And this will find some help, but Hogberg is there first. Marlies have some words there. Sandin picks it up. Here come the Phantoms again. Sandin in front, and great stick in the way by the Marlies. Here's Dusak. He fires it down the ice. And that'll do it for the power play. Kivihalme was there. Tries to settle it down. Marlies couldn't get it back just past the halfway mark of the third. Now a chance again for Lehigh. And tried to center a great stick reach by Dusak. Here come the Marlies. Joseph Dusak. Marlies coming off an 8-0 win. Dusak! And Sandstrom gets it right to the chest. An easy save. 7:52 left to play. 2-1 Marlies against the Phantoms. As we said, the Phantoms never an easy opponent for the Toronto Marlies. They play them again tomorrow night in Lehigh. That's not going to be any easier for them. Penalty kill has worked wonders tonight. They've killed 6 of 6 Lehigh power plays. Draw coming. One back by Somoa. Michaelis centers. Here's Anderson. Scores! And that might be enough to put it away. Joey Anderson, the league leader again with 16 on the year. 3-1. Big goal for Joey Anderson. He's back as the leader with 16. It's going to be back and forth between him and Seney all year long. That's Anderson's second of the night. And the Marlies have a 3-1 lead. Mayhew along the boards. Here's Cates. Gave it away. Marlies trying to get it back. They fight for it. Anderson does get it out of there and brings it in. Manel's with him. Manel drops back to Anderson for the track. And he fired it off the outside of the post. Mayhew has it back. Here come the Phantoms, just over 5 to play. Cates down the right side, drops to Bunneman. Great block, back in front, stopped by Hutchinson. They get it again, and it's in behind the net. Back to Bunneman, and centers. Great save. Hutchinson labeled that with the blocker. Here's Michaelis, fired back into the Lehigh zone. 3 minutes left to go. McKenna in front of the net, centered, scores! Mark Michaelis makes it 4-1. The Marlies with a 2-goal third period. Mark Michaelis has his 8th of the year. He's catching up in the scoring leaderboard as well. Just under 3 minutes left to go. 4-1 home side. Hogberg to Frost. And here come the Phantoms in. Marlies doing what they do best again, and that's scoring goals where it matters. Semyonov, just under 2 minutes now. Fired in. That goes all the way around. Quendenning has it back first to Frost. Turns in his own zone. Here's Hogberg with it back. McKenna. Rubstov. No easy ice for the Phantoms. Frost brings it back in as he's taken down, and that's played to Dahlstrom. Carl Dahlstrom, final minute. Drop back to McKenna. Back to Dahlstrom in front, and couldn't get it to him. Manel trying to step back into the play, but the puck comes out of the zone. Taken off there by Dahlstrom. He's back in again. Dahlstrom has McKenna to the net, and that goes off his skate. Now Hogberg, and it's kept in by the Marlies. Cini in front. Brett Cini to the net. Outweights Sandstrom, but couldn't put it through him. Under 30 seconds left, 4-1. Marlies have done it again. They've beat another opponent that they struggle against here on home ice. Now they have to do it tomorrow again on the road, and where they struggle more against this team. Here's Willie. Plays that to Rubstov, and it comes out. When these two faced last year, the Marlies beat the Phantoms 4-3 in a shootout, coming back from a 3-0 deficit. Frost stopped in tight by Hutchinson. Hallwell to Chris. Back to Clune. 10 seconds left. Toronto in domination. Going to take this one 4-1. Penalty coming, but here's a chance. It's poked away in the corner. Kapaka gets it back to the net. Sends it through the paint, and that'll do it. The Marlies have won 4-1 against the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in the first of two meetings. They finish them off tomorrow in Lehigh. Toronto takes this one in commanding fashion, 4-1 over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. They head to Lehigh for a two-game road trip with the Phantoms and the Providence Bruins, and then back home to host Providence